wonder how many people lost in those last couple of minutes of this game or won their matchup. I guess you can look at it that way. Got the Montgomery run, the Andrews touchdown, Lamar touchdown. A lot of scoring.
I'm going to say it's the same number of people who won and who lost in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, probably. Or maybe more people lost or won. I don't know. A lot of scoring, though. I mean, Lamar had a good game. Derrick Henry, not so much. I mean, he did get a touchdown, but had that fumble. Andrews is back, right? 2 touchdowns, 6 catches, 91 yards. Andrews is back. Zay Flowers is nowhere to be seen. Goff, kind of a Goff-like stat line that you expect from him. Montgomery went off 151 yards, damn, on 12 carries. I guess the 72-yard run will do that to you. Yeah.
All is right in the world. Trey Tucker's wide receiver 3 on the season.
Yeah. Right. Wide receiver 3. Of course, I was kind of going back and looking at ADP and just like how many people have sucked from the first couple of rounds.
Half.
Is it half?
I don't know.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, it's got to be close.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, let's see if I can pull it up here. We'll go PPR consensus. So Chase and Bijan have been fine, right?
Yeah. Chase is wide receiver 12. I don't think this takes into account tonight, but no one did anything. Wait, this is half PPR. Yeah, so Chase has been obviously not returning value it's always hard to return value if you're drafted number 1 overall, but at least he's still a number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah. Chase, Bijan, Gibbs, they've been good. What's Saquon? Where's he at right now?
Saquon, where are you? 11.
Okay. Justin Jefferson, CD Lamb. I mean, Lamb's not going to because he's going to miss at least a couple of weeks probably.
Yeah, Jefferson is wide receiver 24.
McCaffrey's he's on pace for a ridiculous amount of catches. He already has like 25 catches. Is he the one-on-one going back in redraft? Like if we're drafting again, is McCaffrey the one-on-one right now?
Yeah, it's funny because he's actually running back 3 behind Taylor and James Cook. And you know who number 4 is? You already said his name.
Bijan.
Yeah. No, it's back to Bijan.
Yeah, it is back to Bijan. That's half PPR, you said?
Yeah. You know what those guys all have in common, right?
What? Bijan?
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor, James Cook, CMC.
Yeah, on Dynasty.
I got them all on my Dynasty team, sucker.
But yet you're still 2-2 somehow.
I lost my ass the first week. I'll be 4-2.
That's funny. Yeah. We'll get to Jeff's question here. Would you flex Jordan Mason or Scatterboo? He's starting CMC and James Cook, obviously. I'd probably go matchup based here.
Chargers for Scatterboo. Pitt for Jordan Mason next week. I mean, my initial lean was Jordan Mason anyways, but Scatterboo just looked so good, you know?
Yeah. All those passes.
Ridiculous.
Steelers are the better matchup as of the first 3 weeks. Chargers are pretty tough against the run, and they've played Genti, Pacheco, and the Broncos guys. And one of those runs that scored against them was technically, it was a backwards pass. So it goes down as like rushing yards, but it was more of a pass play. So that's factoring in that long touchdown. I don't know how long it was, but it was like 20 something yards to J.K. Dobbins, right? They're still top 4, even if you include that. So I guess that would be included either way because it was to a running back. But yeah, I'd go Jordan Mason. I think I would. I want to get back to some of these. Amon-Ra's been good. Malik Neighbors has been good. Has he had just one big game or two good games and a bad game? I know he was bad this last week. He's one amazing game, one good game.
Yeah, 251 yards and 2 touchdowns in 3 games. You're not complaining.
Yeah. Genty, big bust. Henry's, I mean, he had an amazing first game and he got you enough this game, like 12 PPR points, but a little bit of a bust. Nico Collins.
I didn't actually, what I just said about Malik Neighbors is actually kind of a little scary because all of his points were basically in week 2 against Dallas. 2 for 13 against KC.
I mean, he had 5 for 71 in week 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had a huge game against Dallas. Nico, kind of disappointing. One big game this last week. Another solid game in week 2. I mean, he hasn't been bad, but a little bit disappointing. Man, the Texans and Jags are like so freaking frustrating to watch, both of them. I'm just like watching them and just like get the ball to Nico Collins. Like you have Travis Hunter and BTJ on your team, and Brenton Strange is getting 11. Brenton Strange and Parker Washington are getting 18 targets. Like, come on, man. So ridiculous. Like, I don't know. It's just stupid. Puka Nacua is kind of in. Where's he at? Is he wide receiver?
He's 1.
So yeah, he's kind of in talks to be there
with no touchdowns.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, does McCaffrey have a touchdown?
I think he's got 1. Let me go back. 1 receiving touchdown. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Puka's freaking numbers, man, are insane. He has 35 targets in 3 games. 29 catches in 3 games. That's insane. 29 catches, and that's over 9.5 per game. That would be 164 catches. Michael Thomas, I think, has the record. What was his?
170?
No, 149, I think.
Oh, maybe that was targets that I'm thinking. I thought it was like in the 170s.
Yeah, he's on pace to smash that by almost 20. Puka. That's insane. I don't see anything really changing. So I will look up this player's name and figure out how to say this last name. But Aiko, Pollard, K9 Henderson is my second RB. Would you flex one of the other 2 over Olave or Godwin? I'm not flexing Henderson right now. He has to be on your bench until you see something from him. Like, so would you flex Pollard? I gotta pull up week 4 stuff.
Henderson's got Carolina.
Yeah, they're just not using him. I know they fumbled and stuff, Stevenson and Gibson, but it's like still, like they did use him more, but is that?
Yeah, he didn't even have 50 total. He didn't even have 50 total yards.
Yeah, I mean, he had a decent amount of touches, but I don't know.
Yeah, 14 opportunities, 11 and 3 rushing and receiving. So still not quite there. So yeah, I'm definitely not flexing him over Olave and Godwin. Geez, that's such a scary situation. But with the Mike Evans injury, and he comes back, I don't know.
Oh, I'm not starting Godwin this week if I have these guys as options.
You're starting Henderson over Godwin?
Well, he's saying, would you flex one of the other two? So Pollard, K9, and Henderson is my second RB. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I think I would start Henderson over Godwin.
Okay.
I don't think I would do it over Olave, though. I mean, I just don't know with Godwin. Like, it could be easing him back in a little bit, you know?
Sure. Yeah. And who do the
So,
Bucks got next week? Philly. Eee. Scary.
yeah.
I might have to pick
Yeah.
against my own team.
Nah, go Buccaneers. They can do it. Eagles are they're kind of just looking at their rankings against fantasy positions. Like quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, they're like a little bit middle of the road. They're tough against tight ends, at least to start the year. So yeah, I'd start Henderson over Godwin, but I wouldn't start him over Olave. So
No.
however that works out with your roster there. Also, Dart, if he starts, or Wentz as my second QB. My only concern about Wentz, I wouldn't start Dart, but against the Chargers week, I don't think they're going to. Are they? They haven't said anything, right? If I'm the Giants, if I'm going to start Dart soon, I'm going to start him against the Saints next week, or week 5. I don't, their schedule does not get easy. They get here's their games: Chargers, Saints, Eagles, Broncos, Eagles, 49ers. Like, that's
Murderer's Row.
Yeah. I mean, they started off with a little bit of a murderer's row, kind of. But if I'm gonna start Dart soon, which I assume they're gonna want to me it would be against the Saints. And that would be it's on the road, but so I don't know. Maybe they do this week. They're at home, but I wouldn't be starting him. I think the Chargers defense is like really damn good, and I'm not even trying to be a homer bias like Chargers fan. Like that defense is kind of insane right now with their coverage. So, like, besides that broken, busted play they gave up to Sutton, like they kind of shut down the Broncos, they shut down the Chiefs to a certain extent, and the Raiders. So, yeah, it would be Wentz.
Yeah, I'm starting Wentz.
But my only concern, what I was going to get to with all that, was like that game, that Bengals Vikings game was just like absolute madness of just like fumbles at the second end of the half where it just got so out of hand. So like I don't want to just assume like this is, Wentz is gonna. I mean, I guess I could see him throwing for $175 and 2. So that's what he did. So yeah, it's Wentz. Tyreek or Pearsall? It's Tyreek, right?
Yeah.
Although
Pearsall might be better. But I'm still starting Tyreek though.
Man, now that I look at it, maybe it is Pearsall. I mean, Pearsall has been killing it the first 3 weeks with Purdy back, maybe
against Jacksonville.
Yeah, I might go Pearsall actually. Yeah, it's close. Yeah, I think I go Pearsall. I mean, wait, Miami, who are they playing?
The Jets.
The Jets. Yeah, I like the matchup more. The Jags, that is. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Pearsall there. What happened down with fun? Did something happen in one of the leagues? Did you lose by a close amount? Our Poseidon league. It looks way better. I was basically at the end of that game that pass to Amon-Ra St. Brown right after the 2-minute warning. That put me less than 2 points ahead of Brandon, and I was like, crap. But then I figured, they're going to run the clock anyways. But then Andrews caught a touchdown, so All is good there. I finally won in that freaking league. What I considered like one of my best teams was 0-4 to start the year. But yeah, what happened? What happened down with fun? He likes the Ravens. He's a Ravens fan.
Oh,
yeah, that's tough. Ravens 1-2, huh?
I know. I was thinking about it. Like in the third quarter, I was like, "Damn, one of these teams is going to be 1-2." Like, just didn't expect that.
Yeah, that's rough. That is rough. I mean, that Bills game was even more rough. Not to bring that back up. Texans can't get the ball to Nico because their line is abysmal. Yeah, their line is abysmal. Jags can't do it because T-Law's ass. Yeah. I mean, maybe it's working for them. I guess, like, I don't know where they are in terms of scoring and stuff. I mean, they put up 26, 27, and 17 points. They're 2-1. But yeah, man, I just like, how do you get 18 targets to 11 targets to Parker Washington it's just that can't happen. Not when you have BTJ and Travis Hunter. But STW, by the way, guys, if you can hit the like button for us as you're watching, that'd be awesome. We'll be live for a little bit. Not super late, but we'll be live for a bit. Hit the like button for us. Helps get eyes on this video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And join our Discord. I'm going to announce tomorrow if there's anyone that wants their team reviewed. We will go kind of in depth on your team, look at your whole league, trades. This is dynasty or redraft, doesn't matter. Join our Discord. We can set that up. We'll make a video about it either on a live stream or like a private video for yourself. So do I trade away AJ Brown for Rashee Rice?
A private video so you can put it on your nightstand and go to sleep listening to our sultry voices.
Yeah. Well, it's more for like in case someone in their league is also a fan of our show and they don't want someone in their league, seeing it. I don't think we're big enough to that's a huge problem, but you never know. Who do you want here? AJ Brown? You still got three more weeks of no Rice, right? Is it 6 weeks for Rice?
Yeah, 6 weeks.
I mean, I was already leaning keeping AJ Brown. And then 3 more weeks of that. I mean, if you're 3-0, I don't mind going after Rashee Rice if you're 3-0, but I'd rather like kind of buy low on him. Hopefully the Rice manager is like 0-3 or 1-2 or 1-3 after next week. But yeah, I don't know. Where are you at with that?
I'm still gonna stick with AJ Brown. Although the concerns are definitely there. Like they finally had to throw in a competitive game. So
yeah, they were ass at halftime. Didn't they have like 40 yards or something at halftime? The Eagles or something crazy like that.
Yeah, I was watching other games.
Yeah, that was a really good game. Mr. Magic is also pissed because no CD, no Kittle, London sucks, Chase Brown sucks, Henderson sucks. Who else am I missing? Calvin Ridley sucks. Yeah, it's been tough, man.
Oh man. He just did his own team review.
Yeah. Right?
Sorry, Mr. Magic.
Is there concerns with Penix? Like, is it just too early to say anything, or like I don't know? He hasn't looked great.
Yeah. What do you think? There's any chance Kirk Cousins is gonna start? Did he get benched in this game for Cousins?
I think he did. Yeah, but it was when the game was out of hand. I mean,
yeah. So
I don't think it was. I mean, it was a combination. Yeah, it was a combination of like you're sucking, but also we don't want you to get hurt. I don't think there's any chance they start Cousins.
No, probably
at least not anytime soon.
It's Washington, a bye, and then Buffalo the next 3 weeks. So that's not looking so hot.
Yeah. There's some concerns there, that's for sure. I mean, he hasn't looked great the last 2 weeks. He looked okay against Tampa.
Yeah, I thought
But
he looked really good. I thought the Falcons as a whole looked really
yeah.
good. But
Imagine
Carolina,
like 30-0, just getting shut out by Carolina.
yeah,
It's kind of crazy. Like
you
that
got to
just kind of came out
imagine.
of nowhere.
Yeah, you got to imagine they benched their starters at some point too, and they still couldn't score.
Yeah. Kelsey or Hunter Henry? He has Mahomes at quarterback, if that means anything.
Geez, probably. I kind of still want to go with Kelsey for at least until Rice gets back, but I'm not dropping Henry.
So is this are you asking for week 4, Jeff, or are you just asking in general? Chiefs get the Ravens. Man, one of those teams is going to be what, 1-3, Chiefs and Ravens.
Yeah,
That's kind of crazy. And Patriots get the Panthers. If you're asking for next week, let's see. Maybe he responded. He didn't. I think it's tough, man. I wouldn't be shocked if Hunter Henry's better than Kelsey rest of the season.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of looking that way.
Yeah.
I mean, the Chiefs are going to have to like really amp it up. Get Kelsey a little more involved, especially. I mean, 7 targets this week, 6 last week. It's like you got to get him a few more than that. But I don't know. Maybe he'll be a little better if Worthy plays this week. Someone else to draw some coverage.
Yeah, I just don't think Kelsey is that type of player anymore, or maybe it is. They're just all focusing on him. I might go Hunter Henry, as crazy as that sounds. I'd feel a little bit uncomfortable dropping Kelsey for Henry right now, just because I want like maybe another week. We've seen a solid week from Henry.
A bad week and a good week.
Yeah. Was week 1 better than solid? I mean, 4 for 66. So it was a good week, a really, really good week, and then a bad week. Like I want to know. I want another game of sample size before I drop him, if I can. But if I had to, I think I might choose Hunter Henry as of right now, which is crazy to think. Although we were talking about Henry on this channel, saying we thought he was going to be good, but we were also talking about how we thought Calvin Ridley was going to be good, or at least I was. How much fab on Trey Benson? I have $78 and my running backs are cooked. You should probably just blow it all, to be honest.
Yeah, I probably would. I was actually thinking about this question on the way home. Like I figured that was going to come up,
Yeah.
How much for Benson? How much for Scadaboo? Because I figured someone else got hurt. I don't know. I was thinking of someone else. And I was like, oh, that guy's rostered. I don't know. Maybe I was just thinking of Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason. I don't think that was it, though. Oh, Najee with no, that was the third guy. It was Hampton. It's like, well, he's rostered though, so
yeah. Yeah, I would probably just spend it all, Mr. Magic.
Do it.
Although
you got a starting running back most likely for the season. I mean, they don't got anyone else.
DeMercado. They're going to use DeMercado. Basically, Benson's going to go to the Connor role, and DeMercado is going to go to the Benson role, which was like the third down back. But Benson will still catch a couple passes like Connor was, 2-3 passes every game. So, yeah, I would probably just spend it all.
They got Zonovan Knight.
Bam?
Yeah, he's actually listed as Bam Knight in Sleeper. Maybe he legally changed it.
Remember the good old days of Zonovan Knight having didn't he have like a game or something back in the
Yeah, I
day?
think it was one game.
2022 he had I mean he finished that season strong. Well,
It looks like
most of it. I mean,
a good waiver wire pickup for 3 weeks.
yeah, yeah. I remember him being a big waiver wire pickup at the end. Though, Down Fine says he's not concerned with Penix. Their offensive scheme is dog water. Yeah, that could definitely be a part of it. I mean, it's just tough. Like you have London, Mooney, Kyle Pitts, Bijan. Like that shouldn't be going 30-0 against the Panthers. Feel like they rushed with Penix. Kirk can still play. Yeah, I think Kirk can still play. Woody the Badger, it's a new name. I'm down bad. I have Dak, Kamara, Harvey, Marvin Harrison, London. So he has a lot of guys disappointed. What move should I make? I mean, Woody, it's hard to just say, oh yeah, make these moves without really knowing much other, a lot of other context. I guess what I'll say is, Brock Bowers has a knee injury. I'm hoping he can get better there and get back to what we saw week one. T. Higgins is going to be up and down with Browning as his quarterback, but it's not going to be as bad as last week. Drake London, I mean, we know he can be maybe he doesn't have that top 10 ceiling, but we know he can be like a top 15 guy or something. Marvin Harrison dropped a big bomb, like a big catch. Like it just literally, he should have had it. That would have been a touchdown most likely. Hopefully Kamara gets straight. Like just a lot of like, I hope this happens. I hope this happens. I mean, if you want to hop in the Discord, Woody, if you're still here, and we can do a team review for you and stuff like that. Like we'd be happy to. I'll post the link again. But yeah, without some context, it's a little hard to just say these are the moves you should make. They need to let Penix sling it. We've seen him look decent to good and 4 of his 6 starts. Now all of a sudden they force him to do nothing but dump offs. Yeah, open it up a little bit. Mr. Magic agreed. Nino says, big trade. Any thoughts? Send Neighbors, Benson, Pacheco. Neighbors, Benson, Pacheco for Jamar, Travion, and B-Rob. I'm the CMC owner, so I'll get the handcuff. Man.
I mean, Neighbors and Benson are starters, right? Jamar's the only one on the other side. You're handcuffing CMC, which is definitely, it's valuable, but Brian Robinson's not going to be anywhere near close to CMC if he does come in for him, right? I mean, no one will be, but we know that role is extremely valuable. So, what's that?
What are you viewing Benson as? Are you just viewing him as an RB2?
Yeah, probably like in that 18 to 24 range.
I mean, Connor was RB18 after the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm just thinking low end number 2 running back.
Neighbors as a top 12 guy?
Yeah, I think so. And obviously Chase as well.
Well, I'm saying, so you're getting like a top 12 receiver, a top 20, let's just say top 20 running back.
For Neighbors and Benson and Pacheco.
Yeah. I'm just looking at it. Like this side's getting a top 12, running back, and a top 20, a top 12 receiver, top 20 running back, and then whatever Pacheco is. For Chase, who's Chase and Neighbors probably pretty similar without Burrow. Travion's a bit of a wild card at this point. I don't know. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. I guess it really depends on what you think about Travion.
Yeah, and if you're worried about and what you think about Chase with Browning, essentially, which we've seen him be good, just not this week. Well, good enough.
Yeah, this week got out of hand, I don't blame it on I don't even blame it on Browning that much,
Yeah,
Um,
defensive touchdowns will break anyone's spirit.
yeah, that guy had a perfect grade on PFF. It was the first ever perfect grade, a 99.9, basically the highest grade ever. Isaiah Rogers. Yeah, I'm fine with the Jamar side, I guess. I don't mind either side, to be completely honest. I mean, if you're worried about McCaffrey, and maybe you should be because the guy's getting like an insane amount of touches, like holy crap, 27, 19, and 31. He has 77 touches in 3 games.
Yeah, that is rough.
What
yeah,
is that
you know what? I
17
think I'm leaning
minutes?
the Jamar Travion side. I mean, is Malik Neighbors really going to outplay Jamar Chase? Like by a wide margin? I don't really think so.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I would. That's not how I. That's not how I'm viewing it, right? So, I mean, obviously anything's possible, but how I'm viewing it is almost kind of a wash between those two. Benson over Travion at this point, and then Pacheco and B Rob's kind of a wash. I mean, I guess B Rob because you have CMC, but Pacheco has a little bit more upside without injury. So we're going to continue going through these in order, guys. We got a good amount of people watching. We got almost 20 people watching, so appreciate everyone here. Make sure to hit the like button for us. We should be able to get 10 to 15 likes on this video. If you have anything urgent to ask or you need to ask and go, there's always the option to super chat, little $sign by the chat box. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. And if you're not in our Discord, hop in our Discord. Link is in the chat there. So yeah, I don't mind that either side there. So that's an okay trade.
Yeah,
especially if you believe in Travion.
Yeah, well, I think what you said about the CMC handcuff makes that other side a little more valuable, I guess, because I do agree. It's like you're kind of like cutting a sheet of paper with that one, but
yeah, I mean, CMC's on pace for 436 touches this year. I mean, Saquon led the league last year at 378. So we're talking about 60 more touches, which is pretty insane. So yeah, week 4 rest of the season. I might go Hunter Henry. I think I'm just going to roll with Hunter Henry. I don't want to drop Kelsey if I can, though. I think that's what we kind of decided. Do you have a preference between Tommy Tremble and Mitchell Evans' dart throws with Jatavian Sanders set to miss time? I kind of like. I mean, I think Tremble is going to play more in the beginning, but I don't mind. Mitchell Evans is a rookie, 5th round pick. I actually kind of liked him a little bit as a prospect. Tommy Tremble is probably a little bit more of that. I don't know if I want to say he's like a receiving tight end. I think Mitchell Evans is more of a well-rounded tight end, but I think they're both kind of similar. Both went to Notre Dame, by the way. I would just go with Mitchell Evans because he's the rookie, and it's like, oh, let's see what we have here. Whereas Tommy Tremble is, in year 5 of his career. So that would be my dart throw there. Is Pacheco even their RB1? Yeah, we don't know what the hell Pacheco is.
They don't have an RB1. They have 2 2s.
Yeah. What was Pacheco last? Yeah. He's playing 55% of the snaps, but he's the definition of a trap back. Like he gives you 12, 15 touches, but he doesn't get a touchdown. It looks bad. So what do we do with BTJ? Is he a buy low, a fade? I want to say he's a buy low, but I mean, this is a good question. Like, when do you just stop putting BTJ in your lineup? For 3 weeks now.
This was
I mean,
it's Tyreek Hill from last year, kind of all over again. Like I remember us doing like start sit videos, and it was just like, man, I can't just bench Tyreek for some of these other guys. And then it was like, well, I feel like we should, and then he would have a good game and be like, okay, well, serviceable after that. I don't know. It's tough, but
it's like the hardest thing, one of the hardest things in fantasy. Like,
yeah,
like if you have Quentin Johnston, like let's just say you're deciding like Quentin Johnston's the first off your on your bench, BTJ is your big disappointment. Who are you starting?
yeah, it's gross. It's gross.
Or
Oh
Keenan
man,
Allen?
yeah. I feel like you kind of have to start those guys until you see some life in the Jacksonville offense as a whole.
Yeah, I think you have to. I think. I mean, how far are we going? Trey Tucker or BTJ?
Yeah, I'm
It's
still
kind
gonna
of a
go
joke.
BTJ.
It's kind of a joke, but like honestly, Trey Tucker should 100% be rostered, not just because he went 8 for 145 and 3, but he had a good week 1. I mean, it was 2 for 50 and a touchdown, but he plays all the time. He's playing 90% of the snaps. So I don't think this is necessarily, obviously 145 and 3 is a fluke. Not a fluke, but could be the best game he ever has in his career.
8 targets last. Well, I mean, that's the best. Most guys would just dream of that. Like it's got to be his best of his career, right?
I meant like it could be the best we'll ever see. Like.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah, 8 targets last week is a good point. You just didn't cash in on it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I mean,
gross.
I don't know if he's a buy low. Like obviously he's a buy low if you can get him for like, if someone offers you, they say here's Keenan Allen and I don't know some other piece here for BTJ. Keenan Allen's the main part of it. You're taking BTJ there, right?
Yeah, depending on how small that other piece is, but yeah, if it's something kind of negligible like a bench piece, then I'm good with BTJ.
Michael Pittman or BTJ?
BTJ.
Michael Pittman's wide receiver 12 start the year. Devontae Adams or BTJ. And I'm talking about in a trade. I'm starting Michael Pittman over BTJ.
Yeah.
In a trade.
Yeah, at this point, it's got to, like, I'd rather have Devontae Adams right now. Moving forward, I mean, better offense, and he's actually doing something,
So, but not for Michael Pittman, but you agree we're starting Michael Pittman over BTJ week 4?
Let's see, who are they playing? Like this?
Yeah, I have no idea who they're playing, but
yeah, I don't know.
It's more of a philosophy question of like.
I think I'm still gonna start BTJ.
Debo or Brian Thomas Jr.
Just start next week.
Well, so I guess what I was getting at with the Michael Pittman, like if you had said, yeah, I'm going to start Michael Pittman over BTJ this week, but I'm not going to make that trade. Like I'm going to keep BTJ. At what point do we say, like if you're going to continue to start Michael Pittman for how long? 2 more weeks? Then do you make the trade? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a question. You can't go back in time and be like, well, if he does, or, you can't jump in the future and like if he's bad for 2 more weeks, then I make that trade. I don't know.
Are you talking about trade? Oh, you're talking about trading BTJ for Michael Pittman?
Well, kind of both, because it's like if you're starting Pittman over BTJ, at what point do you just say, well, why am I not trading him? You know what I mean? Like there has to be some point in which you're kind of like, I'm going to continue to start Michael Pittman. If I say Michael Pittman week 4, Michael Pittman week 5, I'm starting him over BTJ. And obviously the problem is we don't know, all that can change after next week. But like, if you were to think that and just say like, how many weeks of like starting BTJ or Michael Pittman over Brian Thomas Jr. would you finally say, "Oh yeah, I should have made that trade," type of thing. I don't know. It's an impossible question to answer, really, but it's just something that popped into my
6.
head. Correct. Yeah, I don't know. It's just gross. If you can buy low on him, sure. I'm not selling him low though, Rizzo, if you have him. So,
You trading Jacoby Myers for him?
yeah, I would trade Jacoby Myers to get
What
Brian
about-
Thomas Jr.
What about Waddle?
Yeah,
Tyreek?
yeah. I would.
Pickens?
I would.
Nico?
Nah, I'd probably stop at Nico. Pickens.
I'm just kind of going up the list from
Yeah.
from 25 up. I skipped Tyquan Thornton because I know what you're going to say there.
And Taekwon. Pickens is interesting because it's like, damn, he has a really nice stat line: 9, 5, 68, and 1 the last 2 weeks exactly. It's kind of funny. I don't know.
What do you call it? A Baja stat line?
I thought I said box score. But
Oh, I don't know.
I might not have said that.
Someone rewind the tape.
Yeah, I probably went like Baja score or something. Like I just stopped saying it or something. I don't know. It's tough. It really is. Meop. Should I trade Chase Brown, Sutton for Derrick Henry in London? Yeah. If you could do that. I don't know who's going to do that, though. I mean, mostly because the Chase Brown part. I don't think anyone wants Chase Brown right now.
Yeah, I know. That's tough, man. It's Chase Brown. We hardly knew ye.
Yeah, he's the poster boy. Well, we'll see what happens, but he's going to be the poster boy of like, you should probably sell high on these, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, or get what you can for them. And these guys normally don't pan out. These day 3 running backs, like they don't have staying power, I guess. But it's still early, and but yeah, no one's going to want Chase Brown right now because he's been bad to start the year, and Burrow's gone. That was like his saving grace. So, yeah, I mean, if you could do that, sure, but I don't know. Do I try to get Hampton for Brown? I'm panicking on Brown. Yeah, and everyone's going to be panicking. No one's going to want Brown.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting Amari and Hampton for
No, absolutely not.
Brown.
I mean, would you trade Brown and Sutton for Amarion or Henry? Like, would you do those two?
I probably would, yeah.
I think I would too. But you're definitely not getting Henry and London or Hampton straight up for Brown. That's not happening. I mean, if you could do it, absolutely do it. But I don't think that's going to happen. Laker Nation says he has Trey Benson, Amari and Hampton, Kenneth Walker, George Pickens, Emeka Egbuka, blessed by the injury gods. And that's all he wanted. Oh, no, he has another question. Loaded question, including the players I mentioned. I also have Neighbors, BTJ. Holy crap. Neighbors, BTJ, Kraft, Ridley, Io Manor, maybe package Benson and ETN and a piece for a top. Yeah, you need to start packaging players at this point. People are kind of you've benefited from all these injuries, which means a lot of teams out there are hurting. Yeah, you're looking to start packaging, especially if you started off 3-0 or something.
Get Javonte Williams.
Right. It's crazy, man. I mean, it's not that crazy. Like, we knew the opportunity was going to be there, but he's looked good.
Javonte or Amari and Hampton rest of season?
It's a good question. I think I'd go Amarian. I think the offense is better. I think the CeeDee Lamb injury could hurt Javonte just for touchdowns.
Yeah, I would think so. That is gonna Man, I don't know what they're going to do. Pickens is really going to have to step up. Not that he hasn't been playing well or anything, but it's like he's got big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Jake Ferguson to the moon.
Yeah. I mean, he's been really good too, right? To start the year. I don't know what he did last week, but I don't know what a lot
He
of
had
guys
like
did
something
this week.
ridiculous, like
Holy shit,
11
yeah.
targets.
14 for the targets, 13 catches.
13
Crap.
catches. They had 11 for some reason.
82 yards. That's crazy. Yeah, you need to start packaging there, Laker Nation. Should I drop Scary Terry for Pittman Jr. or Trey Tucker? I wouldn't do it for Trey Tucker. Are you dropping Terry McLaurin for Michael Pittman?
There's got to be someone worse on your team that you can drop Scary Terry for. Or sorry, Pittman for.
I would hope so. He has a quad. Let's just say it's his worst player. He has a quad. He has a quad issue. Michael Pittman's been a top 12 wide receiver to start the year.
Yeah,
I think I'm doing it. I think,
man,
big
balls. I like it. This is why you win leagues and I don't.
No, like, what was the reason why Michael Pittman was so low?
Just Daniel Jones / Anthony Richardson. Yeah, and Daniel Jones has looked good.
Yeah, and so that's kind of what I think. Like, that's really the only reason. We've always known Michael Pittman's a good receiver.
Well, a lot of Josh Downs hype too.
Yeah, but all those guys were low because of Daniel Jones and stuff like that. Although Pittman hasn't been amazing. I mean, he's been a top 12 guy, but it's like.
Yeah, that's why I don't think I'm quite there yet. Like, to drop him, he's gotten he's already got 2 touchdowns, and those were his good games, basically. So yeah, I think I'm still holding Scary Terry.
Yeah, I don't think there's a wrong answer there, but hopefully you have someone worse to drop there, Jeff. But I don't hate it, especially if you all right. If you knew that McLaurin was going to miss the next 2 weeks, would you be dropping him for Michael Pittman?
If I was 1-2 or 0-3, probably.
Okay, if you're 3-0, no.
I don't think so.
Genty is going to go. He's had no receiving game at all. That's the issue. They're not using him in the receiving game at all. And like you said, the offensive line looks terrible. So it's panic time for Genty. I mean, the touches are there, but he's just not doing anything with them, really.
Yeah. It's our fault for drafting 2 Raiders in the first 2 rounds, What were we thinking?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was the case with the Jets last year. 2 in the first round, Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson. Didn't work out. So, BTJ is very concerning. Bad case of the hips, yeah. Marvin had some crazy drops. I don't know what's going on with him when people have blamed Connor or Kyler. Yeah, he had that really, really, really bad drop. I don't know. I hope they get on the same page there. And I do want to get to I don't know where it went. Down with funds question. I thought I saw. Oh wait, did I skip it? Yeah. Well, we'll see if it's there.
It was the tight end question.
No, he had another one I want to get to. It is down below. All right, we'll go through a little rapid fire here as we finish up, guys. We'll be live again Wednesday. Can't do tomorrow. The everyday thing has failed, but that's okay. We're going Wednesday night. We're going live. Neighbors and Jamar are pretty much even right now. Agreed. He needs a quarterback. Yeah, but even with a bad quarterback, he can still be good. How are you feeling? A Dunze Williams stack? Yeah, I mean, we're seeing kind of the potential breakout here for Rome Odunze. I mean, 4 touchdowns. He seems to be the touchdown guy. He's getting a lot of targets. He's being used down the field, so he's kind of a souped up JMO a little bit in terms of like he's getting more catches and targets. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it. If you have the stack, it's great. Trade Swift or Pollard for Judkins. Yeah,
either one.
if you could do it.
Yeah, it might be a week late on that one.
I think you are. If I can get Kittle with it, do I just hammer accept? Which one's that? Nino. If you can get Kittle for this one, oh yeah, for sure. If you can get Kittle, it's already an even trade. So if you're getting something else on top of it, yeah, it's a smash accept. I threw my team into the team review on Discord. Nice. Yeah, we'll set that up. I'll message you tomorrow there, Woody. This is Travion's time to shine now that Stevenson's fumbling again. Yeah, I watched that video of him just like talking about it. I felt a little bad for him. And they seem to really like him and like, we need him. He helped us win against the Dolphins. Like, we need him. So I don't think he's just completely out. Who's a reliable wide receiver too I should target to start every week? I mean, Jamar Chase. No, I don't know. It's hard to answer that, Joel. Really? Like, you're talking about who to trade for? I mean, generally, when you trade for guys, you're going to have to buy low. Maybe a Metcalf. If we think Metcalf's going to be better. Waddle.
Still on the Waddle train from preseason.
Devonta Smith, maybe? I don't know. Joel, get into the Discord. We'll do a team review and we can help you there. Trade Nico for Jacobs. My other wide receivers are JSN, Amon-Ra, Keenan, Addison. RBs are Warren, Monty, Pollard. I was going to say, like, I feel like he has a pretty good both sides. Like, his running backs are a little bit weaker, but like, who would you rather have straight up, just without knowing any of your positional groups?
Nico.
So yeah, I'm kind of on the side of like, I think I'll just keep Nico. So
yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on if it's a start 3 wide receiver, I'll keep Nico, I guess. Because then you have nice depth there too. So you can start 4 of these guys.
Yeah.
Which you've only got 4 because Addison's not back yet. Until next week. So I guess he is back.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I mean, yeah. I think I would just lean towards the player I value a little bit higher, which it could be Jacobs for you as well. Like, Jacobs is really good and he's a workhorse. So Pokey Varsity 1 and 2, sadly, what changes can I do? Nix, Henry, Irving, Puka, Ladd, Laporta, Sutton on the bench. Is Myers, Chubb, Addison, Franklin, Dobbins, Johnny, and Waddle. I mean, you just need your guys to produce, really. Like, Bucky had freaking 30 touches. He didn't have a huge game. That's not going to be the case.
Yeah.
Puka,
you're starting
Ladd,
Bucky and Henry. You're good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of wondering how he got all these guys.
Henry, yeah. I mean,
Henry,
you must have taken Henry, Puka. I mean, maybe, yeah, that's true. Maybe he's picking at the middle of the, I don't know, 10 team. Henry saw me to win with the fumble.
I know how he got these other guys, but I don't think your team's actually that bad.
No. Were you worried about Bo Nix at all?
As far as just starting him?
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been great. He's been running the ball, like giving you a solid rushing floor of about 25, 30 yards. But it's, he's threw for 3 touchdowns against the Colts, but his other 2 games hasn't looked great. I don't know.
maybe you got to stream him a little bit, and have a backup. He gets Cincy this upcoming week, so that should be okay. But then Philly and the Jets the following 2 weeks, so maybe you look elsewhere, look a week in advance, stash the second guy.
Yeah, I don't think your team's that bad either. And I think these guys are going to, Henry will get going. Irving, Puka's awesome. Ladd, we'll see. I don't know if he's going to be much better if all these guys stay healthy. But like you should be starting maybe Jacoby Myers over Ladd at this point. Potentially Addison. So yeah, I don't think you have a tough team.
Even flex Dobbins.
Max came in and donated to us. We're gonna read his comment here, and we'll get back to the other ones. Appreciate you, Max. Very kind. PPR 3-0. Trade AJ Brown and Jalen Warren for Bucky Irving and Rashee Rice. Start 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex. Other wide receivers. So start 3 wide receivers, 2 running. So you can start 4 wide receivers. His other receivers are Neighbors, Pickens, and Buka. He has Hampton, ETN. So he's starting Hampton, ETN, Neighbors, Pickens, Ibuka, AJ Brown, and then like Warren's on the bench, right? On this team right now.
Yeah. So you'd be Hampton, ETN. Yeah, I think I like it.
I think I like it too. You're getting the big upgrade of Bucky over Warren, although if Jalen Warren keeps up what he's been doing, it might not be that huge of an upgrade because Jalen Warren's been awesome. I mean, in terms of his usage, his rushing average is terrible, which makes me a little bit nervous about, if they change it up a bit.
Jalen Warren's in half PPR running back 14. Bucky is 13. But yeah, definitely a huge upgrade still.
Yeah. At least that's what we think.
Yeah.
But I like this trade because I do think when you get Worthy back healthy, Rashee Rice back, as long as you feel pretty confident, like you don't want to go 0-3 and then you're 3-3, like making this trade makes you go 0-3. But I think so for the time being, you'd be starting Bucky, Hampton, ETN, Neighbors, Pickens, Ibuka.
Yeah.
Right. So you'll be fine starting those guys. Yeah. I think you do make this trade. I think that's the type of trade you make.
Yeah.
So yeah, Max, appreciate you very much there. Let's get back to some of these and then we need to take off, guys. It's getting late for us. Who's a reliable wide receiver 2? We got that. Trade Nico. We said, okay. Yeah, we don't think your team's that bad. Yeah, this is the question. 100% sincerity. Would you rather have Quentin Johnson or Marvin Harrison Jr. in Dynasty right now? I mean, it's Marv still, but when does that change? Like
at the end of the season, if it plays out the way it has. Well, I mean, you always think about it like the stock market, right? Like you paid a first-round pick to get Quentin Johnston 3 years ago, and now you can finally trade him for a first, maybe at this point. Maybe you're getting a first. I'm not saying he's not worth it. I'm just saying it's a hard pill for people to swallow, first impressions and all that good shit they usually say.
Yeah, it's still Marv. Let's just say we fast forward to week 10 and they go along a similar route of what they're doing. Like maybe Quentin Johnson is not like a top 10 wide receiver, but he's like top 15-ish, because he's wide receiver 7 right now. And Marv is wide receiver 30 or something like that. Does it change at all? Like we're in week 12 and that's what's happening. Huge is 15, Marv wide receiver 30. Is it still Marv?
Yeah, I'm still sticking with Marv. Maybe I'm the bull.
So what time does when does it change ever? Like, does it change?
I don't think it will, honestly. And maybe I'm wrong about that. But I just don't see it happening.
I mean, it could change for sure. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I don't know. I am just trying to think about like a scenario where I don't think that's very helpful. Like, well, if this and this happens.
No, but it will, like, I'd be interested to see what it looks like if it continues this way. Like, Huge is a top 10 guy. And
You mean finishes as a top 10 guy?
yeah, and Marv is not even like a startable piece in fantasy. Like if the year played out that way, like they would be a lot closer.
It
might be at
Huge went up. He
might be.
He's gone up 42 spots
Yeah.
since the beginning of the season. Wide receiver 36. Ooh, they're getting a lot closer than I thought. They're only 20 spots apart.
I mean, it goes to show you should always just like be open to buying low on guys, even if you think they're busts, you know? So it's a fun one to talk about. Would you trade Jayden Daniels and Tyler Warren for Josh Allen if you have Kincaid on your bench?
I'm assuming no tight end premium. I guess redraft also, huh?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I don't see why not. Josh Allen.
You want the Josh Allen side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Without any other context or anything, like as far as like are you starting Warren and all that stuff, you know? Josh Allen.
Yeah. Pokey, I forget what your
Pokey Varsity.
What your question? I thought, did he have like a question?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, he said, "What changes do I make and stuff?" Yeah, I think you wait another week and see what happens here. And yeah, we had a couple people go 0-4 and win it. So, I mean, if you can make moves, you can to improve your team. Always look to do it. My buddy from my main home league I've been in since 2009 offered me Hampton for JCM after JCM's first season game. I accepted so fast. He was panicking. Yeah, that's a huge win. Huge win on your part there to get Hampton for Krosky Merritt in whatever format or league. Yes, it is time, Addison, to panic on more on Chase Brown than Drake London. So, should I trade Mike Evans and Derrick Henry for Kyron and JJ? Sorry.
I was just going to say, I mean, Drake London's wide receiver 52.
Yeah, it's bad.
I know it's only 3 weeks, and so shit changes, but man, I mean, the target share's there for London. He just needs to connect a little better for sure.
I mean, we say it's only 3 weeks, but that's over 20% of the fantasy regular season for people, you know? Like,
oh God, you with the numbers.
It's significant.
Dad said it's played in quarters, 4 weeks at a time.
Well,
I think he was actually talking about the actual NFL season at the time.
Yeah.
It was obviously a little dated because they play 17 games now. 10. You're bad at math.
Should I trade Mike Evans and Derrick Henry for Kyron and JJ? Who do you want there? I mean, you want the Kyron JJ side.
Yeah.
Because Evans is going to miss time. I don't know if you can get that done, Cam, but if you can. Yeah, Chase Brown's like an 8 on the panic. London. Yeah, I kind of feel.
Agree.
That's a good way to put it. Robert, just trade a Breece Hall for BTJ, even trade, or did someone benefit more? I think I would take Breece Hall at this point.
Yeah, I think I would too.
They weren't that far off from where they're already being drafted. I know Breece didn't look great last week.
I don't know. Breece was falling a bit. Like BTJ was like 1-2 turn, and I feel like Breece was at least a full round if not more, after.
Yeah. That being said, Brees actually hasn't been that good. I thought he was a little bit better to start the year, to be honest.
He's catching more passes than BTJ. No, I don't know.
It might
It's
be.
actually true, but
I mean, how many does BTJ have?
I
Brees
don't
has
know.
8.
Yeah, I'm looking at Brees right now too.
Yeah, he does have. He has 1 more catch than him. Brees does. So, yeah. That's an interesting one. It's a little bit closer now, going back and just looking at what Brees has been doing. I think I'd still take Brees, though. Assuming I want to trade for Scattaboo, what tier of wide receiver should I send off? Maybe we'll get to that maybe on Wednesday. We'll talk about some of these guys like buy low, sell highs. DeAndre, so join us Wednesday night for that. But I think Scattaboo's going to be like a top 20 guy potentially, as long as Tyrone Tracy's out. Touchdowns might be an issue though for him. So if he continues to catch passes, I'm a little bit skeptical if he's going to catch 8 passes or whatever it was. And if he doesn't, if he catches 2 or 3, he's going to be a little bit of a trap back. So
what about? All right, I'm just gonna like pull some guys right out of the middle: Debo, Zay Flowers, Ricky Pearsall, George Pickens. Trading any of those guys for Scattaboo?
Debo, Zay Flowers, George Pickens, and who?
Pearsall.
I'd probably keep all those guys.
Yeah, I think I might trade Zay Flowers, even though I was gonna say he's probably been the best out of all these guys, but
I'd probably keep all those guys, but I wouldn't mind it. So maybe a little bit lower than that, ideally. If I was like short or like I needed a running back, then I think it's fair.
Dislocated shoulder for Tracy, right?
Yeah, they say he's gonna miss some time.
Yeah.
So
just enough time to lose your job.
BTJ and Tootin or CD and whoever is on waivers. BTJ.
I mean, that high ankle sprain for CD is concerning, right? Even if he comes back after 2 weeks, like those things nag and they miss time during games, which is you'd rather have him be injured before the game starts so you know not to start him, right? Like, yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. If I told you Lamb's missing 4 weeks,
and then he's good completely after that,
and then you don't know, he's healthy, but like you know, you don't know for sure. Like he's gonna play.
I think I'm just gonna keep the Jags. 2 Jags. Oh man,
I know it's tough. I think I would if he's. I mean, I just saw a thing come across the ticker. He's expected to miss 3 to 4 weeks, so I think I might just keep BTJ. Then they got to get that going. Think about trading Marvin Harrison Jr. and or DK. Miles, maybe join the Discord if you're not. We'll get to that one. Just hard to, we need to know a little bit more context than just to say trade for this guy. A little bit hard. It's hard to do that. Wait a year on Huge. I'll stop hating week 5 next year.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. He's the Chargers fan. Would you rather have Benson or Scattaboo rest of the season? That's a really tough question. I don't really know.
I think we kind of started on that. Not started, but we kind of talked about that. I'd rather have Benson.
I think I would too. Just a better offense, but Scattaboo could get a little bit more work. Yeah, true.
That is what that's kind of like what I was playing out in my head. Cause like on the way home, I was like thinking, what do you pay for Benson if he's available? What do you pay for Scattaboo if he's available? And it's like, I would basically drop it all on Benson, and Scattaboo's probably like 65%. I
think I'd drop it all on Scattaboo too. I think Scattaboo could have more of a workload than Benson. Now, who's going to do more with it? I don't know, but just because I think DeMercado could take away some catches from him, but I don't know. Is Devin Singletary still there?
He did, but he fumbled, didn't he? No, wait. Maybe I'm just thinking about Antonio Gibson. They're like the same guy in my head because I loved both of them 5 years ago.
I would absolutely trade Monangai for a third, but not Krosky Merritt. Yeah, JCM more. Yeah, I mean it's always looking. I mean these guys are, Damian Pierce is the perfect example. James Robinson. There's just so many examples. Way more examples of guys third day, third, fourth round or later type of players, and just they don't have staying power. So Tyler says thoughts on Tyquan Thornton and Io Manor. Io Manor, it's kind of crazy. He's a rookie receiver who's a top 36 guy, and he's sitting out there on the waiver wire on most leagues. Like, he needs to be picked up for sure, and we need to stop sleeping. I know because he's on Tennessee, we're sleeping on him, but like, he's producing. He might be the best receiver on that team. Tyquan Thornton, I think it's once Worthy comes back, it's a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so. No, that's totally, you nailed it. Like, Worthy's supposed to be back this week. I don't know what he's going to do after that. So, but yeah, Io Manor is the best receiver on his team, right? Like, he's got to be.
Yeah.
What the hell's Ridley doing?
I don't even know, to be honest. Not much. All right, we'll get to Otto's question and we'll finish up here. Team is Lamar, Henry, Mason, St. Brown, Pickens, Ferguson, Montgomery, Bench, Golden, Ramondre. Would you trade Monty and Pickens for Genty and Ridley?
Monty and Pickens, Genty, Ridley.
No.
No, I think I'd rather have the other two guys.
Monty and Pickens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If Worthy misses Tyler, then I think Thornton's is kind of this player where like he's kind of the focal point of that offense. Sadly enough, I just don't think it's going to be. He's going to get a couple deep shots, one or two deep shots a game. It's just kind of what does he do with that deep shot, and is it okay? He still gives me 7 or 8 points, or he gives me like 2 points, or he's a boom bust, or he's like at least gives me something. So. But I think Worthy's going to be back pretty soon. So, I think I want Monty and Pickens, as crazy as that is. Should my buddy trade Henry and Diggs for Pickens? Dynasty. Derrick Henry and Diggs for Pickens and Dynasty. They're both asked with no picks in 2 years.
With no picks in 2 years. So it sounds like they're competing then?
I guess. It says they're both asked, though.
Well, I'd rather have Pickens than Diggs and Henry if I'm gonna suck. It sucks that you don't have your own picks. Not you, Marv, but
them.
Yeah,
depends a little bit on league format there. So, last one here. Do I trade Henry for Hampton and Tet? Ooh, I think I would.
Yeah.
What, Omarion and Teteroa?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, guys. Appreciate everyone. It was fun. We had a lot of people watching. Appreciate Tyler and Max for donating, and everyone else that's always here. Marv, Down with Fun, Miles, Mr. Magic, Pokey. A lot of you guys who are in almost every single stream. So appreciate you guys. Hit the like button for us. We'll be back Wednesday evening, 6:30 Pacific time, 9:30 East Coast time. So we'll see you guys all then.